Guys, welcome to the I Love CVille Show. It's Jerry Miller. It's great to be with you on a Friday. Better late than never. The I Love CVille Show on a Friday is live music. We bring happy hour to lunchtime. We bring the weekend to, it's called 12:57 p.m. 12:57 p.m. on a Friday afternoon. Thank you kindly for joining us. My name is Jerry Miller. It's a pleasure to connect with you on this platform. Give the show a like and a share on all the 7 Facebook channels that you are watching. We're going to spotlight Czywczynski and Billy Castle of Ruckus The Bulldog in a matter of moments. Live music on a Friday to help the weekend come to you a little bit faster. Before we get to music, before we get to Jimmy, before we get to Billy, let's thank some of the sponsors that make this program possible. We are an advertising agency at I Love CVille and VMV Brands, and 2 of our favorite clients, Interstate Pest and Service Companies and Dr. Scott Wagner of Scott Wagner Chiropractic and Sports Medicine. I will give you a snapshot of both. Interstate is a 4-generation family business. My business, 11 years old, 1 generation. I want to be a 4-generation business at one time. Interstate started in 1969 with the first generation, Mr. Wells. He had a dream to build a company. He used his personal truck and payphones to call his customers. Today, 4 generations of family, local in this business, almost 100 employees, and leaving the community in a better place than they first arrived, just like Scott Wagner of Scott Wagner Chiropractic and Sports Medicine. Whether it's physical therapy, chiropractic care, or sports medicine, Dr. Wagner has your back. Tiki Sophia Popo says, "Woot! Ready for some Bulldog rock and roll." Like and share the stream. Like and share the stream. Let's go to the studio cam and let's welcome the fellows. Judah Wickhauer to the set. Jimmy, hello.
Good to be here. Good to be here, man.
Billy,
Dude,
que pasa?
Wow.
How you doing, Billy?
Doing good.
Good. Jimmy, how are you living, man? 30 years old, man. Today's your birthday.
It is my birthday, the big dirty 30. It is a celebration of celebrations, I guess.
What does that mean? What do you have
Well,
planned?
I mean, it's like, well, we got some big stuff planned. Number one, first and foremost, we got this huge show coming up tomorrow. If you haven't heard about it, there's this group of people. There are these 2 people who immigrated here from Brazil. Their names are Dee and Claudio, and they're like basically like legendary in the scene. If you're at a show, they're usually in the front row, literally filming everything like really weirdly close. Like they'll be like about this far. Like if you can imagine being about this close.
That's pretty close.
But maybe even closer.
Are you filming now?
Yes. Yeah.
No.
And they usually film everything, right? And what's cool is what they did is they started this Facebook group, right? And it's got about like 6,000-7,000 followers. And literally every band who throws any type of thing posts their show in this thing. So all the local musicians know about each other. And it's kind of cool because it's like a community. It's where I like jumped into things here in CVille. It's kind of like I like the page and I didn't know anybody, right? And that's actually kind of like one of the ways I sort of got to know Billy was I kept being like, we should go to some of these shows, man. And so anyways, long story short, let me finish the story. I don't know where the hell I'm going on.
They're important characters.
But what they do is they film everything and they support everybody. And so we wanted to support them by being part of their 5th anniversary show. So it's at Ix Park Saturday. We go on right at 7 o'clock. We have like theatrics, explosions, death, love, violence, all in the same show.
Wow.
And a little bit of, hip hop. So, I mean, we've got like a little bit of crazy stuff planned for this show. And it's, that's the party that I'm talking about.
The Southern, welcome to the program. We got the folks at the Sprint Pavilion watching right now. We got Victor Andrew watching right now. You're getting some birthday wishes from Elizabeth McLanahan. Happy birthday, Jimmy C. She's giving you some love. Give it a like, give it a share. Billy Castle.
Can we talk about...
who is Billy Castle? Please tell us who Billy Castle is.
Billy Castle. I'm just someone essentially from Charlottesville.
Okay.
Moved back about a year ago. Ended up meeting up with Jimmy at a jam, and we started a band.
You guys, I feel like, are quite opposite in personality. Jimmy brings some energy. I think that's noticeable right away. Is that safe to say?
Yeah. Well,
Billy, you're a very chill, laid-back dude here.
Well, sometimes. I guess
Yeah?
it depends on what day you catch me on.
Okay.
But Jimmy's definitely the energy.
Okay.
And I'd say I'm the technician. Yeah. I'm sort of the mechanics, and he's the show.
I love it. Jimmy, talk about that.
We're the opposite human being. But what's funny is like we vibe, like Okay, so when we, like he said, we met at a jam. Like, okay, we go to this jam with our friend. His name's Paxton Henderson. Paxton, great human being, works at Blenheim Vineyards. He works at he's really plugged into a lot of the music scene. He's been here since a kid. And he says, dude, you should meet Billy. Here, let me get a little flex on.
Amazing. You got some guns right now.
Guns.
All right, you should meet Billy. Tell us. Give me another picture. Hold on. Keep going.
Okay.
Let me get the tongue in there. Okay. Yes. Okay. All right. Go.
Anyways,
you should meet Billy.
Short, we meet up at this jam, and it's like so weird because I didn't think Billy liked me at first. Like I thought he did not like me at all. Like we didn't like vibe for the first like 15 minutes, and then we started playing music, and then it was just like it was just crazy. You know what I mean? Like when you're just like, okay, this is a guy where like we just got it immediately within like 2 seconds, and I was just like, God, dog. And then I ended up like messaging Billy later on, like 2 days later, and I said, hey man, we should just, because it's like going on another date with a guy or something like that. Like,
Sort of is like that.
It's
going on a date. It's like, do you like me as much as I liked you? Will you call me back, baby?
You gotta play it slow too. You don't want to like jump in and say, let's start a band. It's like, let's meet up and hang out maybe.
Does he like me?
No,
Does
he
he
like
work?
Well, I had to do that, dude, because I met up. I said, well, we should check out this. You're going to the local. You know the local.
Oh yeah, on Monday
the
nights.
local.
Amazing.
Monday night at the
Yeah.
local. Every
Michael
good
Clem, yeah.
singer.
Yeah.
He's been on this
Michael-
show twice.
He's an
the man's
amazing
a legend.
individual.
Yeah.
The man's a legend. So he's like, well, I'm going to be playing that. I said, oh, I might check it out. Once again, weird date guy thing. Because once you're past the age of like 27, 28, like making new friends is weird, right? I mean, is that crazy?
No, it's true.
Like it is
and
weird.
I think social media is even hurting it.
Yeah, because
You're like interacting with these things as opposed to actually doing it in person, face to face.
yeah. Oh, don't even get me started. So anyways, long story short, we met up there, and it was just like, that was kind of my second date with Billy. Sorry, my wife. If my wife is watching, she just texted, and she said, I'm out of control. Please. She just told me to calm it down. She literally told me to calm it down a little bit.
So let me throw this to you. And I know my role on Friday during Friday shows is to shut the hell up and let you guys do your thing, which is play some live music. And everybody wants to hear some live music. We have Andrew from Disco Risque watching right now.
Oh, love Disco.
Ryan,
Dude, we just played
Disco
with
Risque.
them.
Disco Risque
They're
played
great.
the
Love
show. They
Ryan.
fucking crushed it.
They're awesome.
The Police came during a Disco Risque show and shut the show down early.
Here at
Yeah,
I Love CVille.
I Love CVille. We were playing right there. Slim was Slim Prescott. He was playing the drums and banging those bad boys. Police knocked on the door, rat-a-tat-tat, shut it down.
Noise complaint.
You hate to see that.
Noise
You hate to
complaint.
see that.
But it was a hell of a show, was it not, Andrew? All right, one more thing here. Let me throw this to Billy. Musical inspirations, amigo, in your life.
Tom Waits is like who I idolize.
Here we go.
But the inspiration for the sound of our band, I think, is strongly influenced by bands like Cage the Elephant.
White Stripes?
White Stripes for sure. Yeah, the Black Keys with the kind of bluesy vibe. There are definitely some blues influences. But we go a little harder in terms of kind of almost metal, I'd say, in a lot of ways. But it's, punk rock, metal, pop kind of music.
Yeah.
So, Nirvana would maybe be a good
Love Nirvana.
Yeah.
Oh,
imagine.
Rage Against the Machine, though, is honestly one of the bigger influences.
Yeah.
And
Kurt
then we talk
Cobain on the Unplugged, when he's wearing the cardigan, changed my life.
That was
Really?
an
I
excellent-
remember where I was when I was watching
Oh, yeah.
that. So impressionable. We're relatively the same age. Had such a huge impression on me.
Yeah.
R.I.P. I mean, Nirvana, off the chain, one of my favorite bands of all time. Keep talking to us, Billy.
Great to hear. Yeah, that's awesome. We also really like to include comedy into our show because we're really putting on more of a show. It's less of a musical performance, especially at this point, and it's much more of a theatrical explosion of all the things that Jimmy mentioned. And
It's an amalgamation.
Yeah.
Like,
What was that word?
Amalgamation.
Okay.
I went to college.
Elements.
So I just want to.
He's a therapist. His day job is a therapist. It's crazy, right?
It is.
Tattoo sleep. I've never seen a therapist like you ever. I love it. I love it.
I'm
Welcome
pretty-
addition to the community.
I'm an unorthodox therapist. Yeah, I do. Like I said, sit for licensure in the next few months. LPC status. So 3,400 hours of direct therapy under my belt, and then I'm like a big boy. I'm a real boy. and then maybe I can rent an office from you here. That would be beautiful.
Cassandra Gaydas, Jimmy, happy birthday.
Thank
D.
you.
Claudio is watching right now. Zerflon,
Yes.
when they go metal, Claudio goes crazy. Cassandra, Billy, I love you. I love you. Elizabeth, so it's a sailor suit still a go for the show this weekend?
It's a good question. That's one for Jimmy.
Well,
though.
you know, bottom line on that one is you're going to have to be there for the show to find out. But I'll tell you, Amazon's doing a damn good job at what they do. So we'll ahoy, matey, is what I'll say. on
Everybody
that
on the show is saying music. Lighters
All right.
up right now. Andrew Neal is giving some props to you guys right now. The band is distinctive and incredibly different in a wonderful way. I wish them peace and success in their musical journey. Valentine Hector, let us hear you play Billy Castle. What are we going to do? What's the first song, baby?
How about Wicked Ways? Because
Yeah.
it's a song we're about to release. Yeah.
So let me preface this. We actually recorded this up in Northern Virginia with Jim Ebert, if he's watching. Jim Ebert is the guy kind of behind Madonna. He's worked with Ice Cube. He's worked with Roger Waters from Pink Floyd, bands like that. And we went to him because we wanted the most professional product possible. Got it, and then we got this track mastered by a guy named Dave Collins. He's worked with like Bruce Springsteen, Rage Against the Machine. He did the Jurassic Park soundtrack. He's mastered pretty much anything that was a great record. He did like Linkin Park's best record. So I mean, it's like legendary stuff. So I'm gonna shut up now and let Billy play.
Okay.
This song's called Wicked Ways.
I love it.
Well, I met a woman, her name was Tragedy. Came down from outer space to soak up the energy. Took me on a rocket ship, exploding through the Milky Way, and turned into a bad trip when she shook me with them wicked ways. Yes, she did. Shook me with them wicked ways, wicked ways, wicked ways. Hey, 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 wicked ways, wicked ways, wicked ways. Now, she shook me with them wicked ways. I never should have listened, but them words are so sweet. And I'm a natural born sucker for curves that deep. I ain't gonna lie, she knew how to please, and I sure didn't mind the things she did to me. No, oh, she did me with them wicked ways, wicked ways, wicked ways. Hey, 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 wicked ways, wicked ways, wicked ways. Now she shook me with them wicked ways. Woo! All right, here we go.
Oh man, you do not look good, Billy.
I know, dude. I got abducted by a really hot alien chick who took me up in her spaceship and had her way with me.
No, you better get that checked out, baby.
Wicked ways, wicked ways, wicked ways, wicked ways, wicked ways. She shook me with them wicked ways. Woo! All right, now here we go.
That's what I'm talking about.
Percussion.
That's what I'm talking about.
Jimmy on the table.
You hear the percussion on the table?
Loved
Nadia?
it.
Unbelievable. Is this the first time? We should set the stage here. First time ever done acoustic for Ruckus and the Bulldog?
Like that, for
Yeah.
sure.
I mean, dude, like the thing is that it's so loud. It's literally 1,000 times louder than that live. You know what I mean? Ear splitting.
That was fun, though.
Yeah, that was amazing. You're getting props on the feed right now. Let's relay the props. We got people saying, Jimmy, you're a genius, a musical genius.
Thank you. I just hit my thigh. Yeah.
Mitch Ivy Rogers, rock and roll and happy birthday, my friend.
Hey, see him at the show?
Give it a like, give it a share. Andy Hertz, outstanding music right now. Cassandra says, you guys are fire. Scott Stedman, good stuff. Andy Hertz, let's go Yankees. Brett Fitchman, your hat right there. Rock dogs. Another person literally just said Billy's a genius. You're getting some props over here. The hair's looking on point right now.
Thanks, babe.
You got a little
Thank
out
you.
of control.
I used a comb.
Jackson Harry, yo.
Oh, dude, that guy's legendary.
Andy Hirsch just said, no. Billy is not a genius.
Finally, someone who gets me.
Yeah.
Give it a like, give it a share, give it a like, give it a share on any of the streams that you are watching. Tell us about that song. Let's start with Billy, then we'll throw it to Jimmy.
So that's a song that's actually sort of about a relationship gone wrong. Lots of our music kind of revolves around this junk punk comic that we're working on that sort of takes place in this post-apocalyptic dystopia. So we kind of write modern type stories, in that case a love song, but put it in this sort of comic book landscape. And so that song is about this female alien who abducts the narrator, the main character, and she just abuses him, takes advantage, and then spits
We've
him
all
out
been
at the
there.
end, abducts him, and then spits him out after she uses him. And that's basically what the song's about.
Jimmy?
That's basically what the song's about, man. But no, it's like,
deep.
you know what's funny
Vulnerable.
though? Yeah. And what's funny is like when he pitched that song, he's like, this song's called "Wicked Ways," and I thought it was just about a bad woman, like, you know what I mean, like how she showed me with the wicked ways, yeah. And what, you know, I mean, like, and this song has gone through so many different levels. Like, basically, it was shorter, then it was longer, then it was shorter, then we're doing this, then we're adding screams, then we're adding like giant sub hits that just like explode the room, then we're adding like 1950s synthesizers that go. So,
And the comedic banter, of course, in the bridge
God,
there,
dog,
which
yeah.
happened in
So
the
like,
studio.
yeah,
Right there.
you know, that was a lot of fun, man. Doing that in the studio was class. I mean, that was a lot of fun because we had no idea. But if you can imagine, you're spending like what, like over $100 an hour, and then all of a sudden we look at each other and we go like, yeah, but what if we throw in a comedy part? And then the producer looks up from his desk. He goes, what? and he goes, excuse me? Like, I've never had that reaction before in my professional or adult life where someone was like, excuse me? And
What's wrong, man?
yeah, what is wrong with you? And then
What's
so
your
we go
damage,
in
little boy?
and we knock it out in like 6 or 7 tries, and then we're talking about like, what was the car that we were going to throw in there? It's like oh god, this was a long time ago.
Adolph Adrian Young Jr. Hey, Jimmy, this is absolutely amazing. You guys sound fantastic.
Oh,
People are
dude.
saying rock and roll on the
Hey.
lunch breaks. Like and share the stream, like and share the stream. I think I know the answer, and I'm going to ask anyway with Jimmy. Your favorite aspect about being a musician, whether it's the songwriting, whether it's the singing, whether it's the playing the instrument, whether it's the performing. I would say your favorite aspect is probably performing. You have performer and star written all over you. No bullshit. Totally mean that. I'm still going
Thank
to
you.
throw the question to you, your favorite aspect about being a musician. I'm very curious of your answer because I think you're a little bit more guarded, where you are wearing everything on your sleeves. Literally.
So we'll start it out there. So basically, for me being a musician, like, I've always just been I used to be a very shy little kid, right? And I never quite fit in. And then until high school, I found music. I found people who were interested in music. And I can remember being like 12 and 13 years old, like in my bedroom, listening to Guns N' Roses as
yes.
loud as I could. Not the Appetite for Destruction album, but their greatest hits album that had like November Rain, all this crazy stuff on it. And I was just like,
Good taste.
And then I'm watching you didn't have YouTube at this time when I was 12. So this was 17 years ago. And so I would illegally download music videos from the internet to upload to my iPod, right? And this is back at like when the first iPod Color came out, or iPod, you remember when the iPod Video came out?
Oh,
That
yeah.
was the shit.
Yeah.
Can I say
Game
shit?
changer.
Can I say
Yeah.
shit? I can't.
No
Okay.
rules here. You can say
Okay.
shit.
Okay, shit. Fuck.
Yeah.
But I've always been there. Anyways, long to answer your story. For me, it is the live performance. Like that's why you do what you do, man. Like the recognition to connect with other people and to say, here's my idea. If you like it, that's awesome. I really just want to share this with you, right? And that's what's been like the whole thing. Like, you know, that's why like our performances are the way that they are. It's literally like us being like, let's go. I was like, you know, we had this talk where we were like, what do we want to do with this thing? And I was like, let's just make the craziest show possible, right? And so it's always just been us going crazy, and people are responding to it pretty positively.
Fat Accord giving you props on your birthday right now. Give it a like, give it a share.
Thanks, Dad. Thanks, Dad.
Very curious of your answer because I bet you this is part therapy for you.
Wow.
I bet you this is part a love for music is at its heart and its essence. And I'm curious of your favorite aspect of being a musician.
Very insightful with the therapy
Yeah.
comment. That's definitely something that I use. But I'd say the best part about music is watching other people enjoy it. If I could see people, you know, that's why I like the live aspect of it, when you perform and you see people having a good time. Other than that, you know, there are a lot of, you know, tedious parts to music too, which I also enjoy. Like, I like the production stuff. It's like a puzzle sometimes. So I like puzzles. I like trying to make music work.
This
sometimes
guy
it
is
can
a
be a
puzzle.
struggle.
Okay, this guy is a puzzle.
Yeah. So.
Jehu Martin watching right now. They are great, full of life and
Oh.
talented. They can lift
Love
up an
that guy.
entire room. Andrew Neal, very
Love
creative.
that dude.
Ray Cadell, the
Love
Cool
Jehu.
Cats, young live musicians. This is making my lunch break. Give it a
Yo.
like, give it a share. Jump in here, Billy. Keep talking to us, baby.
I mean, that's pretty much it. The therapy was a really good point to, you know, hit on because yeah, especially when I moved back to Charlottesville about a year ago, I was down in the dumps pretty much. I'd hit a bottom.
Why?
Of sorts.
Can I ask?
Well, basically bad life decisions.
Yeah?
I actually took a lot of risks with music, and I made the mistake of trying to force my art to support me, and that ended up kind of destroying my love for it for a period of time and really putting myself in a not healthy situation in multiple ways. So after taking a break from music, working with Jimmy has helped, you know, bring me back to a better spot. So that's good. Yeah, lots of positives.
I think I'm going to embarrass you a little bit. I think working with Jimmy is going to be helpful in a number of ways, okay? Outgoing, courageous, got the therapy background, loves life. You undoubtedly have a zest for life. And
Totally.
I think if
I'm
you
zesty.
love life...
I'm like the soap. Okay,
If-
like I'm like soap. You know what I mean?
If you
I'm
love
zesty,
life,
baby.
it can't help but love you back.
Right.
You got an energy and a glow to you,
Thank you.
and it's contagious and magnetizing.
Thank you. Magnanimous. Is that a good word?
I think you're very magnanimous.
Thank you.
Charitable, outgoing,
Sure.
have an aura to you.
Thank you, sir.
Jump in here. Keep talking to us.
Sure.
Gift of gab.
Yeah, well, you know, I mean, like, I've always just been the guy who will go up to you after the show, like, because that was the thing is like with the music scene that I grew up in. I grew up in a bunch of different music scenes. Number one, I was born in South Dakota, right? But I moved to Germany, spent from age of 4 till about 14 in Germany.
Damn.
And then moved back to South Dakota and got introduced to a bizarre music scene there that I'd never seen anything like that. Same thing, and then so then I spent a year in New Mexico, a totally different music scene, and then I moved back to South Dakota, and I knew in my heart, I was like, I gotta play music, like, you know. So I did what everyone does. They say to themselves, dang it, anyhow, I need to be a music major in college. That's what I want to do. I want to play music in front of people. So you go to college. So Billy did this way better than I did. He got much further in it than I did. Instead, what ended up happening is I got there, I got to drumline, and people were running circles around me, and I said, "Okay, all right, you mother." And then I said, you know, and you know how that goes. That goes, you know, it goes like that every single time. And then I said, well, you know, I can't give up on this. So of course I ended up actually dropping out my first year of college. I dropped out, toured full time in a punk rock band, had a good time, made a lot of friends. And then came back around, and I was like, okay, time to get real. Like, you can't live in a van with guys forever. Not, you know. And so I, you know, got back to school, went back, finished my undergrad, and then then you got to do a master's because a degree in psychology is absolutely worthless. And then, you know, here I am back in CVille. And what's funny about me is that nothing's really changed, man. Like, nothing's changed. Like, if you talk to my wife, like, she was putting away the
Is she
dishes.
watching right now?
I don't think so. Let me see.
She's grinding right now. She's a therapist too. God, I
is
bet
grinding.
you she's got like a case study every single day with you around.
I am the living case study. Yeah. Well, no, I said to her, I said, "What's changed since we've been together this like 3.5 years?" And she said, "You've changed so much, but you haven't changed at all."
Oh, I love that. That's a compliment.
And I was like, that's beautiful.
That is beautiful.
I teared up, man, because, well, number one, I'm a therapist. I'm always going to tear up, no matter what the situation is. I'm always crying. You know what I mean? When you're not crying, you're dying. Anyways, should we play more music?
Yes, you're
Let's
getting
play
some
more
props.
music.
Folks are saying The Cowboy Kid, that's my favorite song right now. That's from Emma Hall. Give it a like, give it a share. Ryan from Disco Risque, welcome to the program.
Sounds good.
We got folks that are watching from one of my favorite bands, and I'll get to that in a matter of moments. Song number 2, Amigo. Who's gonna dictate the pace
Cowboy?
and tempo?
Might as well
Wants
play Cowboy.
Kid.
She
Christopher
wants
Eagle,
the Cowboy
hello.
Kid. We'll do it live.
Theodore Robert Deal, Jimmy, tell him Teddy loves him.
Oh, loved Teddy. Great human. Great human. All right. Shall we?
This one's gonna be weird on acoustic.
Let's give it a shot.
Now here's a story about the cowboy kid, the kind of fella you wish you never met. He was bad news from a mile away, yeah. Always had that little smirk on his face. He was 5'0" with something to prove, had a chip on his shoulder and a mountain to move. Played all of his bets on the wrong hand, landed him in debt, so he up and ran. Smoking fire and oil and bone, yes. Sold his soul and burned his home. No way back once you walk this road, no. He never learned to reap what he'd sown. Nothing but cigarette butts and broken bottles of booze. Laid it all on the line, he had nothing to lose. Played all of his bets on the wrong hand, landed him in debt, so he up and ran. Boys, it's a big bad cowboy kid trying to stir up some noise. We'll see about that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Laid all of his bets on the wrong hand, landed him in debt, so he up and ran.
Oh, so good.
Na, 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 na.
Jimmy, we gotta give him some props, right?
He's killing it. I wish he had a cajon or something.
Oh
He's
my
doing great with the
God.
I've got
Come
huge
on.
cajones right now. So.
Dude, killing it with the table. Props
All
to
right.
you. No, seriously. I
Thank
wasn't
you.
sure how this was going to play out.
I like it.
I had no
love
idea.
It sounds great.
Well, you know what's funny is we tried to play an acoustic stripped down unplugged show, and we just ended up being like, well, let's just plug in everything and just play softly, and then we were like, what are we doing? So then we ended up playing loud. I don't know.
I got a lot of folks, and you're going to love this. Okay, this is from Rain, Connie, Matternick. We're watching in
Love it.
Nashville right now.
Love it.
And literally, we have folks watching in Georgia, Charlotte, and Nashville, and Philly, and New York, Chicago. A lot of people watching right now. They say this. You're going to love
Hopefully
this.
Pittsburgh.
We are watching this from Nashville. Ruckus the Bulldog is a band that will leave their mark not only in Charlottesville, but nationally as well.
Very cool.
Don't make me cry, baby. You know I'm a therapist. Why are you gotta do this to me, man?
Talk to us about the song, Billy. Jump in here.
This is actually a real interesting one. This is one of the, I mean, as far as like our songs go, this one is one of the ones that started the whole project, the junk punk style, and it's actually about a roommate that I lived with who was this really ambitious guy, and he ended up kind of bullshitting his way into a lot of opportunities that then crumbled underneath him.
Because he was full of shit?
He was full of shit.
Yeah.
Although, you know, he was a talented bullshitter. That's for sure.
Yeah.
But it was really, and he's also a real interesting, you know, cool guy. But it was just kind of funny watching him like BS his way in Los Angeles and then kind of get to a fairly high up position. And then the company that owed him like 25 grand went bankrupt. And then he was stuck, you know, with no money. I think he like, either way, it was just a bad situation. So I wrote that song about him. He's the cowboy kid. So
I love it. Jackson Harry says this song's amazing. Nicholas Tomaselli, am I getting that right? Jimmy, yes, Jimmy, awesome.
You know what's funny? Can I tell about the porch thing? Can I tell about the porch thing?
Sure.
So I'm not saying that this guy was
terrified
ruthless.
right now.
This guy, okay, so Billy's living, you know, it's Los Angeles,
Yeah.
right? It's the city of angels, right? Yo, this, like, here's how bad things were there, right? So they let this guy stay on their porch, right? And they're charging him rent, right?
Sleeping on
and,
the porch?
Right. And so
How
it's
much
like
rent did you charge him to sleep on the
I
porch?
think it was like $250 or something.
that's what I'm saying.
Was he allowed to shower?
$250. So the
Was
hold
he allowed
on,
to shower?
hold on.
His bedroom was the porch. We all shared the apartment. A lot of the time he slept on the couch, basically. But,
Right.
but he had a
Okay.
bedroom. We basically converted the porch into an enclosed room that you could, sort of. It's hard to explain.
Do what you got to do, though.
Yeah.
Right.
Especially
Well,
in LA.
He
right.
was a friend of mine from school, and
Right.
he wanted to move out to Los Angeles. And so I was like, hey, come stay with us for a month. Turned into like
Anyway.
3 to 6 months or something.
So, anyways, the cowboy kid wants to up the rent on the guy living on the porch, and I said, I was like, God, the cowboy kid is straight up ruthless and no regard for humanity. Like that's like saying like someone who's living in a dumpster. You're like, please look, I'm gonna be honest. You're gonna have to contribute around.
Dude, I got a
here."
funny story that like kind of follows lines here. First real place out of UVA. Broke jokes. Me and my best buddies are living in Belmont on Little Graves behind where Spud Nuts used to be.
Yeah.
We're all broke. First jobs. The only reason we wanted to live in Belmont is because we could stumble to and from the bars and chase women.
Who don't know that? Who don't know that? We've all
Right?
been there.
Why would we
Right?
want to do that? Okay, we're close to the bars. We can meet girls. Our buddy's moving back, and he wants to move in with us. We have all the bedrooms tapped. We have him climb a rope ladder to the attic. We converted the attic into a bedroom. It had no air conditioning. He was paying $200 a month
Hey!
to live in the attic. And you know what? We made it work.
Wow, in Belmont.
Can you imagine how hot that got
Yeah,
though?
so you guys were in LA. We were
How
in epic
hot was
Belmont.
that?
Man, an
How
attic with no
hot?
air conditioning.
An attic with no, and you just did that, right? Driving back, was it Richmond? In a car with no AC?
Yeah, that's
Can you
my
imagine
regular
being in an
day-to-day,
attic
though.
with
But, yeah.
no AC?
He got girls to go up there. To climb the rope ladder to an
Now that's a
attic
good
with no-
close. I
Oh
mean,
my
regardless
God.
of who you are, that's a good close. You're like,
Guy's
look,
got skills.
all right, climb up the top rope, baby.
That's what he did?
Yeah,
That's what
and
he
they were
did.
climbing on the rope. Yeah, well, actually, that's got a certain charm to it. You
It
know
does
what I
have
mean?
a charm to it, and they were eager to climb the rope ladder.
That's right. They were literally social climbers.
Oh,
Ah,
but Jimmy, you're gonna go out. I know,
God
right
dang, God damn.
Give it a like, give it a share. Ambler Saunders
Hooey,
Irby
hooey,
loves
hooey,
what she's
hooey,
hearing
hooey.
right now.
Ha-cha-cha-cha-cha-cha. Ham-a-ham-a-ham-a-ham-a-ham-a-ham-a-ham-a.
Song number, I love this show, Judah. Song number 3, Billy, talk to us, baby.
Third song. Okay.
You want to do cheating?
Sure. Let's do cheating.
Yeah.
Cheating. I wonder what this is about.
Well, we just released a music video actually pretty recently for
Yeah.
this one.
Okay.
No big deal, but it did get 10,000 views on Facebook, so we're kind of a big
Nice.
deal right
Very
now.
nice.
I know it's not the 10 million people that on average I Heart CVille reaches per minute, but you know what? What's beautiful is like we're trying out here, dude. We are so trying. And once again, I want to say a huge thank you for having us on the
yeah.
show, man.
Yeah,
Like,
thank
see, you don't understand how much I appreciate it. Like, I was like, I messaged you up like, when's the Bulldog on the show? And then he didn't respond, and then I was like, okay, all right.
You guys will get a kick out of this. So Chris Gallagher came on the program with Tom
Yeah.
Morgan, and they do the Skybar sessions.
Oh yeah, love it, love it. Good
And-
human being,
and
like
they
one of the
were
best human
hyping-
beings.
Chris was hyping you guys and says, you got to get Ruckus and the Bulldog on the show. And then he goes, they may knock the building down with their sound because they're so loud.
Oh, since
Yeah.
you're parents.
Yeah, and then so
Yeah.
we reach out to you, and you're like, "Can we do it acoustic?" And you're like, "Fuck yeah, let's do it." And here we
Yeah.
are.
So here we are. Fuck yeah.
Here we are.
This song, cheating. What is cheating about? I have no idea what is cheating
I
about.
don't really know what it's about either.
Come on now.
Come on, about. She's
Come on
cheating.
Maybe it can explain itself, yeah?
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm
let's,
you know
let's
I'm
let
gonna
it
ask
explain
you.
itself. Here we go.
Alex is watching. Is that your brother?
Alex Czywczynski?
Yeah.
That's my wife.
Okay. Hello, Alex.
That's
Sorry.
my wife. That's
Sorry.
my
Hello,
wife.
Alex. She's
Good
watching right
God.
now, so you
Good
may wanna
God.
behave.
Hey-oh. All right. Okay, all right. Cheating?
She got an answer for everything you want to know, except the answer to the question that you want told. She got a dirty little reputation for doing things that she should not, and all along she just had me waiting. Now it's on. Pick it up on the left side, I think she's cheating. Cheating, now you pick it up on the left side. I think she's cheating, y'all. What's that now? Cheating, no, and I don't know who's loving you, but it sure as hell ain't me, no. Oh, I think she's cheating now. Yeah. She got a habit for taking her time when she's alone. Leaving me out to dry outside in the cold. Giving the cold. She got a lot for every situation, except the one where she gets caught. I bet she thought I'd never see it coming. Well, she was wrong. Pick it up on the left side, I think she's cheating. Cheating, said you pick it up on the left side. I think she's cheating, y'all. Come on, baby. Cheating, no, and I don't know who's loving you, but it sure as hell ain't me, no. I think she's cheating now. I feel my brow starting to sweat. Got the doubt boiling in my bones. Can't trust a word that you said. Now I gotta let you go. I'm singing, pick it up on the left side. I think she's cheating. Cheating, said you pick it up on the left side. I think she's cheating, y'all. Come on, baby. Cheating, said you pick it up on the left side. I think she's cheating now. Cheating, said you pick it up on the left side. I think she's cheating, yeah. Oh, and I don't know who's loving you, but it sure as hell ain't me, no. I think she's cheating now.
Oh, effing good right there.
Jimmy's got that's great. We've never done it like that.
Dude,
We are literally winging every part of this right here.
it sounds amazing.
No, you sound amazing. Your voice sounds
seriously,
great in the
like, you
mic.
guys are like, look at it. The feed is blowing up. Cole Drumheller, Josh Lewis, Corey Tolbert, Mitch Ivy Rogers, LaQuinn Gilmore, Adolph, Vincent
yeah.
Beltran, Victor Andrew, Nicholas. I mean, I can't even name all these people. How
Hey,
about
we're
some
having
on
a good
Billy's
time.
page right now? How about people like Vincent Hamill? How about people like Barbara White? How about people like Lucas Van Zandt? How about people like Jack Clark and Brian Frankie and
love it. I love it.
Chung? I'm sorry if I'm messing that up, Chung. Jessica Fields. Give it a like, give it a share. Billy Castle, jump in here, baby. Jump in here.
Yeah, those are good people, good friends.
Talk us about that song.
That song actually was written and then flipped. The perspective was flipped because it was about someone who thought that I was cheating on them. So I flipped it and wrote it sort of from that person's perspective. When of course it wasn't the case at all, but it was just funny where people.
Did that lead to the breakup though?
No, not at all.
No?
That was years and years before.
Okay.
Yeah, it was just an interesting kind of foray into the human psyche and how easily someone can like turn things around in their mind.
It snowballs, man.
Yeah, snowballs.
It gains
yeah.
momentum.
Yeah, so that's kind of just what it's about. Yeah.
Get deep, baby. Alex says you sound amazing. You better have it.
That's thank you, baby. That's the thing is I get so much support from her. Like it literally blows my mind. The thing that's messed up is him and I practice probably 4 or 5 times a week sometimes. And so I'll work like 12 hours doing therapy. I drive immediately 30 minutes, eat a sandwich, talk to her for 5 minutes, and then leave. And then I go to band practice from like 9 o'clock till 12 o'clock at night sometimes, 1 in the morning or whatever. And she's just been such a huge support to me and, everything that she's doing. And I'm super proud of her, by the way. She's going to be a doctor of psychology. So she's one-upping me pretty hard.
Baller.
She's balling hard. Not even like balling hard on me.
I got a comment.
Sure.
There's so many comments here, and I'm terrified to ask this comment.
Sure.
Terrified to ask Jimmy this. I'm going to do
What's
it
the deal?
anyway. This is from D. First she says, Jimmy, please don't hurt your hand. Jerry, be careful with Billy's tried hand. And then she says, I'm terrified of this. Jerry.
I don't know.
Ask Billy about his third hand on the video.
Ooh. Yeah. Well, Billy can talk about his third hand.
That was actually the cameraman's hand.
Okay? The third hand was the cameraman.
So
you guys see the music video. Yeah, I don't actually have a third hand. What does she want?
Well, the deal is on the music video, we shoot this music video for Cheatin', right? And it's about this guy who is literally cheating on everything. Like it starts out he's at a card game, and another dude is like, this is bullshit. He tips it, throws the table, then they move out, and shows him throwing him outside. Next thing you know, he shows up at a dice game, and he somehow is cheating his way in the dice game. The gangsters all chase him, and you might see some of those gangsters on stage tomorrow at X Park around 7 o'clock, if you know what I'm saying. And what's beautiful is so he's cheating there. Then next thing you know, he's cheating once again on a arm wrestling match. And so and he's slamming me down. And of course, we wanted to do sort of like a what's it Medea, where he's every single character, or is it
like Eddie Murphy when he did the Nutty Professor, or he played every character in it.
I think it was the Nutty Professor.
Maybe that was it.
Yeah, I think it was.
It was like the Clumps or something.
Yeah.
I forget.
Maybe both.
The name of the family.
Yeah, Meet the Clumps?
Meet the Clumps maybe is what,
So we had the idea, we were like, well, let's do an entire music video, Meet the Clump style, where every person I run into is me, but he is him. He's the cheater, right? But he runs into me as like a Russian gangster. He runs into me as, a gambler. I also play the cowboy kid. I also play the random dude that he's arm wrestling.
I got to play the grandma.
Yeah, he did. He did have a cameo as the grandma, which was beautiful. And we have a shot on our Instagram feed if you guys want to check it out and give it a like, of Billy in a grandma getup. But his beard is so thick that it's really off-putting. It's really unsettling. It's beautiful stuff.
It's unsettling?
I don't make
my
a good
God.
woman.
What makes Billy Castle tick?
Man, that's a tough question. I don't know.
Come on now.
It's Billy Castle.
Get deep
tick?
for me.
Man.
Because if not, I'm going to ask Jimmy what makes Billy Castle tick.
I'd rather you ask Jimmy.
Jimmy, what makes Billy Castle tick?
Billy Castle is motivated by performance, the level of performance. So he doesn't want to do something, he wants to do it extremely well. So for him, the most important thing is to do the thing as best as possible, and that's what makes him tick. Like when he sees art that's done really well, I've never seen Billy more impressed than when he looked at a picture frame one time that was done 25 years ago, and he said, this was actually a slant style with a mat, and then there was a corner cut put into a tri-weave right here, and take a look here. He's like, that's fucking beautiful. And then we just stopped, and I was just like, all right. And then I sort of walked away. But that's what makes him tick, man. Is just
perfection. Pursuit of perfection.
Yeah, and maybe we might not even get there. That's what's crazy. You know what I mean? We might not get there. I think that makes him tick pretty heavily. I think that for him is a really big part of things.
That was phenomenal.
Thank you.
On the fly.
Thank you.
That was phenomenal. Billy, how did he do?
He did well.
Yeah?
Definitely well. I appreciate him taking over for that.
You guys are like the yin to each other's yang over here. Seriously.
He is. Yeah. Hot fire.
John
Empty
Kelly,
fire.
welcome to the program. You're getting some props from, is it Gregory Johnson? I want to say something so Jimmy knows I'm here. You guys sound amazing. Gregory Johnson.
Gregory
right
Johnson. Did we go to college together in Wyoming? Is he going to
Gregory
respond? Let's see if he
Johnson is
responds.
He says a singer, guitarist, and railgun.
Oh, dude,
Railgun.
Railgun.
Yeah, them in
Love
Richmond.
those guys,
Awesome.
dude. Oh my god.
It was a fun show.
Dude, killer kids, and they want to play with us soon, and they've been hitting me up.
I don't think people realize what a musical genius Billy is. His level of perfection is unmatched. How does this make you feel? You're almost like uncomfortable with the positive praise here.
Yeah, I don't like. I don't do well with that.
The attention.
I
Positive
don't like
feedback.
attention. That's why I like Jimmy, because he's good with attention, and I don't really like it. So, yeah, Jimmy's the perfect.
Ying to the yang.
It's true. It's
You
true.
guys are perfect. Perfect. Can we do another one?
Yeah, why not? What do you want to do? You want to do Sweet Tooth?
We could. It's a little weird, but yeah, we'll try it.
Yeah, let's do it. So,
So, I mean,
I
they've
gotta
all,
let
you've
you
said that
know-
every time. They've all been amazing, Billy. They've all
Really?
been.
Well, I guess
yes.
they just sound different to me because we're used to having a full drum kit and a lot of pedals and distortion.
By the way, everyone, you can see what we're doing here Saturday, but 10 times louder, 10 times more crazy. And I might break. Last time I broke my hand. This time I'm going to break my leg.
You broke your hand.
Michael.
Oh,
That's
you're
the
saying
surprise.
tongue in cheek.
No, I'm
actually
saying,
broke
well,
your hand?
so we played Rockfest. You know, Chris,
Yeah, yeah.
he threw Rockfest. So I have a part where I threw my cymbal into the crowd, and then I go out
Literally
and I
at the
beat on
crowd.
it, right? And I'm beating on it. But what happened was when I jumped off the stage, I landed in a wrong way, and then I landed directly on my wrist, causing like basically a bone bruise. And I talked to a physical therapist afterwards, and he's like, "Yeah, one more pound of pressure on this, it probably would have broke it, but you look great now." And I was like, "Okay, whatever, man." And so, yeah, I just want to do the same thing, but 3 times as bad tomorrow. X Park, 7 o'clock. Be there or be square, something like that.
I love
don't
it.
know.
No, it was
Sounds
perfect.
good. Shall we do
Great
Sweet
plug.
Tooth?
Yeah, please.
Yeah.
I can't wait to get inside. I came to taste that cherry pie. I'm gonna chase you right up into that room. I want your sugar, baby, 'cause I got a sweet tooth. Ain't gonna waste your precious time. I'm gonna lay it out on the line. I wanna pay for every inch of you. I need some sugar, baby, 'cause I got a sweet tooth. And I want your woohoo. Yeah. Woohoo. I got a sweet tooth. Don't try to play me for a fool. I'm gonna stay no matter what you do. Must be the way you like to hide the truth. I need some sugar, baby, 'cause I got a sweet tooth. You can't persuade me to change my mind, manipulate. No, don't even try, but you just wait. I'll have my way with you. I need that sugar, baby, 'cause I got a sweet tooth. And I want your woohoo. Yeah. Woohoo. I got a sweet tooth. Yeah.
Damn, son. Damn,
That was
son.
especially weird. Like that.
We cut out the solo, but you know what I mean. We stopped short on you.
Dude, stop short more often.
That's what she said.
I was just gonna say that, dude.
Why does she always say that?
Why
Stop
does
short.
she always say that?
Yeah, stop
It's
short.
just that
You know,
they
stop
were
short.
fucking
You know what I'm
dudes.
saying? You know,
enjoy
it's
this, you
It's
know?
from Seinfeld. Where
know it is.
Where he said, "She
One of
stopped
my
short,"
favorite
and then he
shows
goes,
of all
"Boom!"
time.
and-
Kramer.
Yeah, Kramer.
Yeah,
Yeah. Well,
in the
no,
car.
Jerry's dad.
Oh, that's right, Jerry's dad.
No, not Jerry's dad.
George's
Costanza's
dad.
dad. Yeah,
George's
Costanza's
dad.
dad. He's
Yeah.
like, "I stopped short."
Yeah.
Boom, and then he puts his hand on
Her breast.
Yeah.
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 That was amazing. Talk to us about that song, Jimmy.
So that was literally the first song that Billy and I ever played together, and that's the one where I was like, "Oh shit," because like I heard that, and you got to hear that one live because it's got like a lot more layers to it. You know, it's got a full drum set behind it, full on like sub hits and just more theatrics. Billy's like layering guitar over top of one another. So he's playing the down 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 down, and then he's also playing a guitar solo over top of that thing. What's cool when he's playing the guitar solo over top of everything is that it just like slams right at the end, and I go boom boom down. We shot a music video for that one.
Yeah.
You love shooting music videos, don't you?
Well, hell yeah, dude.
You love it.
I love it.
Do you love it?
It's fun.
Yeah? You
This
love
one
it?
in particular, we got a bunch of food and basically covered ourselves in it. So that
Yeah.
was fun.
Nice.
We were covered in chocolate syrup and had to run from the train tracks near where, or under the bridge where Champion Brewery is.
Yeah?
And we ran from there, jumped the fence from the train station area, ran up to where my shop is to wash ourselves off because, it was...
Yeah. I mean,
We had
I
our
got
shirts off. We were basically half naked, running down the street covered in chocolate syrup, running down Water Street.
And were people like,
what
Some people
the
were
hell?
Like, yeah, there's something wrong here.
I said,
There's
I heart-
people running away from
I
some
yelled,
murderer or something.
I heart CVille, and then I just sort of ran, you know.
you'll
God.
appreciate this. Ambler, tell Jimmy he can show me some love.
Oh, dude, she's the queen of the universe. She's really amazing, man. This lady follows everybody around, follows every single concert, and she's actually like the reason several publicity companies have hit us up, and we've been like, we've been totally grateful for some of her coverage of what we do, man. She's a really great person. She featured us on our on a thing recently, and it was just like totally amazing.
Nicole Taplin, it's so awesome what you're doing, Jimmy. Go after your true passion. If you're in Virginia for the holidays, we should link up. Miss your crazy ass MFer.
Damn. She's the crazy MFer. Am I talking about, damn, what are we talking
Josh
about?
Hunt, Beer Run, welcome to the program. Thank you for joining us. You guys have crushed the show. Tell us how we can be touched, connected, engage, follow, enjoy Ruckus and the Bulldog.
The
Wow.
internet.
Let's say number one, you can reach out. We're on Facebook most of all, right? Go to Ruckus the Bulldog, like it on Facebook. If you do anything, just like it on Facebook. Just give it a follow, give it a like, follow it, check it out. We're literally posting all the time, and we're always up to something new and fun all the time. What's really cool is you can also hit up our Instagram as well. It's Ruckus Bulldog. Really neat. I try to do a thing where I don't post the same thing on Facebook that I'm posting on Instagram. I think that's kind of lazy when someone just posts on Instagram and then it pops over to Facebook. So you're going to get much different views, pictures, and things like that of us on the Instagram. So there's a reason to actually like both of them. So those are the two biggest ways to connect with us. You can message us anytime. We're always available, and we're looking to do a lot of recording soon. But we really want to be playing a lot more of these bigger festivals and fun things like that around CVille and in Richmond, and of course up north in the DC area. Plus, we've got a nice tour planned for next year. We're doing 55 days out on the road.
Dang.
No,
Is that
we're
true?
no,
That's
we're
bullshit?
not. No, God, no, that's bullshit.
You guys
It's
totally
mostly
could do that.
bullshit.
Yeah.
55 days on the road would be epic.
That would be epic.
People
that
would
be
pay
great.
to play.
Yeah, damn right. But no, reach out to us on those two things. We're always available, and we're always down to have a good time, man.
Adam Coop, Jimmy's ham boating makes me peanut butter two-step my brains out.
Classic. Love Adam. Give him a big
Dan
shout out. Adam is the
Stalzinger,
best
Hell yeah,
person.
Billy.
Who's that?
Dan's giving you some props. Hell yeah, Billy.
Thanks, Dan.
Give it a like, give it a share on any of the streams you're watching. Here's the plan for this show. We will archive this show in totality on ilovecville.com. We will take the audio from the show and turn it into an iTunes podcast. We will do that by close of business today. You can watch the fellas on ilovecville.com. You can put your earbuds in or stream it to your car on iTunes. Just search the I Love CVille Show. We're going to take this show in totality and syndicate it for 30 days across our network, which is 17 Facebook pages, 17 Twitter accounts, an email e-newsletter that goes out to over 108,000 inboxes, the third largest Instagram community in Central Virginia. And ladies and gentlemen, we're going to have a hell of a lot of fun doing it. Jimmy, you effing crushed it.
Thank you, man. Thanks
Billy?
for having us. Unbelievable gratitude. Thanks for having us on the program. We love it, and we appreciate everything that you're doing here, not only for the community, but for the music scene, but for the everything. Everything. It is truly what I Heart CVille.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Good man. I appreciate
It's why
that.
I Heart CVille.
Our
Thank
pleasure. Our pleasure. Have fun. Enjoy your weekend. Get after it this weekend. Be safe this weekend. We close the show the same way every single time, ladies and gentlemen. We ask you to embody the golden rule. We don't make this about religion. We just make it about treating other people how you want to be treated yourself. It's the golden rule. Charlottesville needs it more than ever. The world needs it more than ever. We know the country needs it more than ever. The golden rule. Treat others how you want to be treated yourself. I'm Jerry Miller. Have a good time. Get after it this weekend. Take care. Crushed it.
Thanks, man.
Crushed it.
Thanks, Jerry.
Crushed it.
Appreciate it,
Crushed
man.
it. Seriously.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
A lot of fun.